Hey everybody, Deep South EDC coming at you, looking like I need a haircut. Today we're going to be covering some EDC knife sharpeners. I got two I want to show you. The first one is this Work Sharp Micro. This one's pretty small, can fit in your pocket. And the next one I want to show you is the Work Sharp Guided Field Sharpener. As you can see, this one is pretty well used. I do have a brand new one. We're going to open it up, take a deep dive into it. I got a knife that needs to be sharpened, so we'll show you how it works. I'm going to switch over to the Coleman cooler top and we'll show you how. Alright, we're back to the cooler top. The first sharpener I want to show you is the Work Sharp Micro. This one can be found anywhere from $9.99 to like $13 at any outdoor store, anywhere locally. Around here we have an Academy Sports. This one comes with a diamond grit side and a ceramic side. This one also comes with 3 different size torque bits and a spot here to place it, so when you work on like your folding knives, that's the wrong size, like here, like you can take them apart and stuff like that. I've used this a lot. I think this size here I've maybe stripped out, so I'll just demonstrate how this one works. This is my Leatherman Skeletool, just the basic version. I'm a poor, so the cheap version's what I can afford, so that's what we got, and we maintain it. So it's not very sharp, not shaven hair or anything. So the first thing we want to do on this one is hit it with the diamond side, and then we'll hone it up with the ceramic bit. Now the cool thing about this rounded sharpeners is you can go ahead and sharpen these serrated bits, and I'll demonstrate that too. And the cool thing about these sharpeners is they have a guide here, so you don't have to try to freeball sharpening like you see a lot of videos with people on the stones and stuff. This is very basic, very easy to do stuff. Anybody can do it. So you just place the blade, I'm not sure if you guys can see, you just place the blade against the guide here and just follow it and go through with your stroke. We're going to do that on each side a couple of times. Just set it down on the guide, on the angle, and just stroke. And remember, you don't have to push very hard. Upright. And the cool thing about this one is they designed it so you can just hold on to it. It's like a pocket on the go type situation. You may sharpen your knives different than the way I do it. To each their own. Find whatever works for you. Try a bunch of different ways. Look up a bunch of different ways to do it. So I got a nice little edge going, so we're going to come back over here to the ceramic side and hone it up a little. You see that white line on the ceramic? That is all just steel. Because what you're doing when you're sharpening knives is you're removing a very small amount of steel on the surface. And you're making that edge, that edge razor sharp. We're trying to. With this one, you're not really going to get it razor sharp, but you're going to be able to cut some stuff with it. And that's, the main goal is to maintain this when you're out working, maybe you're on the job and you've been cutting a lot of boxes open and you get that edge back on there. So this one's pretty sharp, so let's do the old southern sharpness test here. and we're shaving. It's not a clean shave, but we're shaving hair, that's for sure. And it's better than some, not as good as others. So the way we're going to demonstrate how to do the serration, so what I do is I kind of like to, we're not going to go on that side, we'll go on the ceramic, is I like to go and give it maybe one against it on the other side to kind of give you just a little edge there. Some people might not recommend it, that's what I do. And then what you're going to do on this other side is you just want to line up the curve with the curve of your serrations. And I go back and forth, some people just go one way. You find the way that works for you. Now on this one you can't really do these small serrations. It's not a big deal. So this one's pretty nice, fits in the pocket, easy to use. Alright guys, this one is the guided field sharpener. It can be found for around $30. I originally got this one about 5 years ago for $19, so you can see how far inflation has gone up. This one is really well used. I guess it's time to retire it and bust out a new one. So I liked it so much, I have a backup. So let's open her up, we'll show you everything about it, and then we'll show you how it works. Right, we'll use our Leatherman that we just sharpened. So it says the guided field sharpener is a compact knife and tool sharpener designed for use in the field. Built-in angled guides ensure a consistent bevel across the entire blade. So this is very good for beginners. You don't have to worry about keeping a consistent blade. The guides are really nice. This has 5 different steps. That's arguable. Here it has everything that it can sharpen. So let's get to it. Now it does have a leather strop here, so I do want to be careful about cutting open in that side. Well, that was easy. A lot easier than I expected. So this sharpener has two diamond plates, and they're held on by magnets. So you can flip them over when it's not in use, that way the grit doesn't rub around in your pocket or wherever it's stored. So it also has directions here on how to use it, coarse grit, fine grit, how to sharpen, diamond, ceramic, and then your leather strop. So you can open it up. And it also has these, they call them wrenches, broadhead wrenches for your arrowheads. So this is, they kind of gear it towards outdoor, but you can use it for anything, and I'm going to show you that here soon. And over here we have your coarse side. So this is the side you're going to start with. And over here we also have like a little storage compartment if you got screws or whatever. Let's see, opening it up, we got an instruction guide, tells you exactly how to use it, tips, maintenance, safety information, things like that. Back here, just some more guides, honing, stropping, everything like that. So, I'm going to show you guys how to use it. You just have like a pocket knife, your EDC pocket knife like this one. This is an old one, it's a SOG Trident. The SOG man. Nice budget knife, not too good, not too bad, does the job. This is a Tanto style, so I'll show you how to do that. So we'll start with our rough grit. It has these guides here. So you just want to just rest your knife against the guide and just pull down. Yeah, it sounds rough. It's because we're using the rough grit. We're taking off a lot of material. Do the same thing with that side. Just do a couple of passes. So this blade is just a straight blade, so we don't have to do any of this motion. It's just a straight edge blade. So it's a little easy for me, a little unorthodox for some. And then, so this essentially has two blades on it. So now we want to do that canto side. After you've done your passes, you can feel it feels pretty sharp already. It's kind of rough, but I could feel it like catching. So now we'll switch over to our fine grit. We'll do the same thing. Doesn't sound as harsh. Let's get these rubber bands out of the way. It's pretty easy. Just rest the knife on the guide and pull. You don't have to push down hard or anything. You just stroke it. Let's try that side again. Do a couple more. Do the tanto. All right. All right, I think that's good. Alright, now we'll switch back over to the ceramic rod. So this spins around and it has F, C, and what looks like a J. It's actually a fish hook. So C is coarse, which I've never used it. The fish hooks, never used it, but the fine is where you want to be. So to hone, we just do the same thing. So it also has the same guides here. So we can rest it, but I like to hold it. And you just follow the guide and pull back. You see it's leaving that layer like your wire edge. And that's what you want to knock off. So we're taking off that wire edge and just honing the blade. Hear some thunder coming in, clouds are coming in. Gonna get our afternoon rainstorm. This time of year in South Louisiana, it always rains every day around this time. Get our afternoon shower, cool things off a bit, and all the clouds go away, and it gets humid as fuck. Alright, now we'll do our tanto. Let's check that out. Alright, seems pretty good. Good enough. Now this other side is the strop. It's a piece of leather. That's really gonna give your knife edge a fine edge. Now this green stuff on it is a compound, so it's a very, 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 very fine abrasive. So it's like almost like microscopic, like sandpaper. If you notice on my old one, it kind of looks red. It's because after I used all the green stuff from the factory, I have this red stuff. It's like a little cube, and I rubbed it on there. It's the same thing as the green. I think it's a little bit more rough than the green, but it does the job. Alright, here we go. Now this one, the angles are reversed than what we're used to, so they go the other way, because when you strop, normally when we sharpen, we're going into the stone. When we strop, we're going to pull with the strop. So I'll demonstrate that now because I am having a hard time with words. So here we go. So just pull back, push forward, pull back, push forward. Now this part, you could sit here and do this all day long, all day long. And get that edge mirror polished, get it nice and sharp. Slice paper, slice hair. Remember, you don't have to push down very hard. You just pull it. And we'll do the same thing with this side. Just follow the guide. You see I cut into it right there. Whoopsie, brand new one. That's probably one of my dogs wanting to come outside. Alright. So that's that. Let's see here. Grab a slice of this notebook paper. Not too bad. Yeah, could be better, but like I said, field sharpener does the job. You could spend 30 minutes and just keep working on it. Like this knife is pretty old, it's been pretty beat up. It could use a lot of work. And I just nicked my thumb there. See, there we go. So like I was saying, you can use this sharpener for a bunch of different things. Like right here I have a kitchen knife, a chef knife, and you could do the same thing. So the edge isn't that bad. So we don't have to start with the coarse. You don't always have to start with the coarse every time. So we'll just go with the fine side. Do a couple strokes. See, even with big things, as long as you pull good or well, you can sharpen a big knife. We'll do the same thing. Hone it on our ceramic. Give it a couple of strops. It's pretty good. So there you have it. We have the Work Sharp guided field sharpener and the Work Sharp Micro, a couple of EDC budget options.